facing the Bulldogs from Lawrence High School. And now let's meet the participants for this contest. First, the team members for the visiting Portland Bulldogs, coached by Joe Russo. A sophomore, number 5, Josh Longstaff. A sophomore, number 12, Richard Dorney. A junior, number 14, Ayakoka Coleman. A senior, number 22, John Fleshner. A sophomore, number 24, Quinton Porter. A senior, number 30, Joe Giordano. A sophomore, number 32, Joel Arnold. A senior, number 34, Sandro Vuko-Savlovich. A junior, number 44, John Emerton. And a sophomore, number 50, Johan Sabbath. And for the Lawrence Bulldogs, coached by Mike McGee. A junior, number 20, John Kent. A junior, number 22, Alan Smith. Number 24, a sophomore, Todd MacArthur. A junior, number 30, Corey Pelletier. A junior, number 34, Chris Knights. A freshman, number 40, Trafton Teague. A junior, number 42, Mike Brown. A junior, number 44, Justin Roderick. And a junior, number 50, Matt Clement. The starting lineups. First, for the Portland Bulldogs, a senior playing guard, standing 6 feet 1 inches tall, number 3, Robert Pillsbury. And for the Lawrence Bulldogs, playing guard and a senior, 6 feet even, number 10, Nick Bolduc. And for the Portland Bulldogs, a 5'10" senior playing guard, number 4, Chris Philbrick. And for the Lawrence Bulldogs, a senior standing 6 feet tall and playing guard, number 12, Justin Underwood. And for Portland, at guard, a senior at 6 feet tall, number 10, Anthony Russo. And for the Lawrence Bulldogs, standing 5 feet 8 inches tall and a junior, playing guard, number 14, Josh Barad. And for the Portland Bulldogs, at forward, at 6 feet 4 inches tall and a senior, number 20, Adam Waxman. And for Lawrence, at center, at 6 feet 7 inches tall, a senior, number 32, Jed Johnson. And for the Portland Bulldogs at center, a senior standing 6 feet 3 inches tall, number 40, Alvin Weisberg. And for the Lawrence Bulldogs at forward, a 6'1" senior, number 52, Randy Netto. Officials for this game are Mr. Webb, Mr. Ayob, and Mr. Paquette.
And the Bulldogs getting ready to square off here at the Bangor Auditorium. Brent Stevens along with Coach Bob Cymbalek, and both teams expected to come out in a man-to-man, except for the fact that Portland will have their man-to-man probably all over the floor to start with.
Well, I would look for Portland to put the pressure on 84 feet. But there's one thing for sure, the Bulldogs will win this game.
Yes, indeed. You heard it here as Coach Cymbalek was out on a limb. I wouldn't even dare to make that prediction. I'd still probably get it wrong. Both teams getting final instructions from their coaches. He is Coach Joe Russo, and the Portland Bulldogs break the huddle.
Well, Portland's played on this floor. We had a tip-off tournament in Thanksgiving, and Portland played 2 games here in late November. So they've been on the floor a couple of times.
It'll be Weisberg and Johnson.
And Weisberg brings him some experience because he played as a sophomore on this floor with Chevrolet when they won the state championships 2 years ago.
Weisberg, a transfer from Chevrolet High School. And we are ready to play ball. Controlled by Portland. It is Philbrook. Baseline jumper. Portland on the board just like that. 7 seconds gone.
In full court pressure.
And it comes to Underwood, looking for help. Way up ahead it comes to Neto, and he traveled.
Right idea, though, the long pass by Underwood to the open player at the end of the court, but he did travel.
Just underway. 20 seconds gone in the ball game. Right side with it. Russo now to the foul line. Portland works it. Onto the left baseline. Philbrook, the jumper, in. Pillsbury with the jumper.
This zone trap will force Underwood to get rid of the ball. He won't be able to dribble through it without too much difficulty here.
He gets it across midcourt. On him is Russo. Comes out front. Down low they go to Neto. Can't find the handle. That is picked up by Portland.
The second consecutive turnover now by Lawrence.
The long one. In and out. And picked up by Neto. Down the other way, Underwood forcing the issue. Followed up by Johnson. Can't get it to go. Gets his own rebound. Still can't get it to fall.
Well, Lawrence having some tough luck on some early shooting here.
Adam Waxman came up with the ball for Portland after 3-4 tries for the Lawrence Bulldogs.
Lawrence straight man-to-man.
And he goes to Weisberg, and he is fouled. It's going to be the first foul on Justin Underwood.
Here's the Pillsbury on the right baseline now. He stops, open jumper, nice form, and a nice basket from the baseline on the left-hand side.
Pass comes into Weisberg. In the paint, the pull-up jumper is up and in. And it's 6-0. Timeout, Lawrence, with the Portland Bulldogs leading by 6. We'll be back in just a moment. Back here at the Bangor Auditorium, 6:29 to play in the first period, and Portland has come out showing why they're undefeated. 6-0 the score.
Well, I think we've already answered Coach Russo's concern about whether or not the players were going to be affected by the atmosphere here.
Baseball pass way up ahead to Underwood. He gets it in the corner, knocked out of his hands, and it'll be Lawrence ball.
We'll see if Lawrence goes inside, and now we've got a pushing foul on Russo on the baseline.
Russo shoving Underwood away from the ball as they awaited the inbound pass from Bolduc. So that'll be the first foul on Portland. Pass comes in to Neto. Now Bolduc goes in. Throws it up, doesn't go. Johnson, the offensive rebound. Can't get it to fall. Bolduc gets it back. Fakes, goes up with it, and draws the foul.
Well, Lawrence doing a good job on their offensive board. They just haven't had luck with their shooting right now.
They have been successful on the offensive boards.
Fouling number 20, Adam Waxman, his first, team second.
Going to the line will be Bolduc.
Shooting 2 for Lawrence, number 10, Nick Bowley.
Trying to get the Lawrence Bulldogs on the board, and does so. It's 6-1, 6:17 to play in the first period.
Well, falling behind early is not a real problem for Lawrence. They'll get on track here.
Second foul shot around the rim, no good. And Weisberg the rebound for Portland.
In the girls' game, the Mount Blue started slow, too.
Indeed, they were down 9-2 at one point. There's Pillsbury. The fake, the pull-up, the jumper, off. And it is Berard who can't come down with it. Pillsbury comes up with the ball in the corner, drives it along the baseline, and we've got a foul.
Well, Coach Russo applauding that drive to the baseline by Pillsbury. Pillsbury's got great quickness.
And he will go to the line as he was fouled. It's going to be on Johnson, his first foul. So Pillsbury will be on the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, he averaged over 30 points a game in the Western Maine Class A tournament, averaged 27 a game during the regular season.
He had 34 in the quarterfinals, 28 in the semis, and 33 in the finals.
And that's his 4th point already in the ballgame.
And he puts Portland up by 7, 8-1.
And here comes the pressure again. Straight man-to-man now.
Underwood across the timeline. Comes off to the left side. This is the Bolduc. Out to Neto. Inside they work it to Johnson, who lays it in for 2.
And Johnson sealed his man. Real nice move.
That cuts the Portland lead to 5, 8-3. Philbrook with it out front, off the left side. Looks down along the baseline to pass into the corner to Pillsbury. Pillsbury keeping the dribble down along the baseline, lays it in for 2.
Nice hesitation move. Kind of stopped the dribble, kept his dribble, and faked, and then drove the baseline for an easy basket.
10-3. Portland up by 7. Underwood gets it over to Berard. He'll shoot the 3. It's short. Tracked down by Johnson out at the point.
The only problem with falling behind this early, it's tough to slow it down.
And the ball loose on the floor, and Portland recovers. Russo with it. He's stopped up along the baseline by Underwood. The shot, Millbrook, does not go. Battle for underneath, tipped out of bounds by Portland. Lawrence ball.
Here comes the pass inside. Nice seal by Johnson on Weisberg for the easy layup.
As we have seen all game, here in the first quarter, it's again full court pressure. Now Underwood gets it across midcourt. Bolduc shoots it underneath to Johnson, and Johnson throws it up over his head and lays it in. Tough shot to Johnson.
But a nice penetration move by Bolduc. He made that play possible.
It's 10-5. Pillsbury goes in along the baseline, and we've got the player control foul. It goes against Pillsbury.
Well, that's a good call. Pillsbury left his feet. The defender was there.
Player control foul on number 3, Robert.
Here's Lawrence's last basket. Bolduc with penetration into the lane. Finds Johnson on the side. Nice reverse layup underneath by Johnson.
And number 32 is Mike Brown.
Into the ball game is Mike Brown for Lawrence. Also in there is Trafton Teague. And John Kent has checked in the ball game as well. The pass. They work it down low. And we've got a travel as Trafton Teague trying to get position and take the shot. Took steps.
Yeah, that's the 4th turnover by Lawrence.
It's Joseph Russo. Looks on from the Portland bench. With 4 minutes to play here in the first. His team up by 5. It's 10-5. Comes right side to Russo. Turnaround jumper is up and in as John Emerton hits. Pass comes up to Kent. Kent, one dribble, picks it up. Gets it over to Underwood. Baseball pass. Up ahead, Johnson, back to Kent. Kent, some trouble out near midcourt. Now gets it to Teague. And the pass intended for Underwood, picked off by Robert Pillsbury.
Well, and again, Portland's quickness really showing here in the early going.
Portland up by 7. Pillsbury works against Kent. Out it comes now to Philbrook. Right side, Russo popping out on the wing. And Everton lost their handle. A check that Sandro Vukosavljevic is into the game. Under 3 minutes to play. Lawrence down by 7 in the ball. Teague to Mike Brown. Right side, Underwood. Goes down along the baseline, leaves it short, and it's taken down by Emerton.
A nice rebound by Emerton. He offers in some real good size.
Vukosavljevic goes in along the baseline, and the player control foul. It'll go against Portland, and Lawrence will get it back.
Well, nice defense by Lawrence on the baseline drive. Okay, here comes the drive, and Underwood was there, no question about it. Player control foul, that's a charge.
First foul on Vukosavljevic. They get it up to Teague, and he travels.
And again, Lawrence turns it over. That's their 6th turnover right here. Really, with that many turnovers, they're really lucky it's not, a little bit worse situation for them because they really got the ball up the court for some open shots, and then they've had 2 travels and a lost ball when they might have had baskets.
Chris Knights has come into the ball game, and Teague has gone to the bench. Johnson is out as well. And Matt Clement is into the ball game. So a lot of folks getting playing time here in the early going. The both teams actually. Ball tipped out of bounds. It'll be Lawrence ball. Weisberg coming back in. Vukosavljevic goes to the bench. And Portland again with the pressure. Underwood. Pass picked off by Philbrook. Philbrook brings it up. Hesitates. Still goes down low, and a foul before him. A reaching foul, I believe, on Brown.
Well, Lawrence, because they've got down 7 points here, it's awfully hard to slow things down, and I'm sure Coach McGee would like to have them slow down. Let's not worry about being down by 7. Let's try to control the tempo, especially when they've had 7 turnovers so early. So I'm sure Coach McGee would like to have Lawrence slow things down a little bit.
Brown and Underwood, you saw on the bench. Gerard, Kent, Clement. Alan Smith is into the ball game. And Chris Knights out on the floor now for the Lawrence Bulldogs. Vukosavljevic has it knocked out of his hands by Smith. Gerard comes off right side. Smith comes out front with it to Knights. Left side, Kent. Looks inside, can't find anybody, brings it back out front. Now he gets it down to Knights. Knights fakes up off the glass for 2. Nice job by Knights pulling the defender off the floor and getting himself open. 12-7. Portland up by 5. Pillsbury goes to work on Kent. Passes out front to Philbrook. Vukosavljevic. He'll take the 3. Yes! 15-8. 15-7, an 8-point lead for Portland. As Berard brings it across, gives to Smith. Looks in the paint. Now, right elbow. The jumper's no good. And we've got a whistle and a foul. The foul will be on Sandro Vukosavljevic.
Number 34, Sandro Vukosavljevic. That's his first.
And Russo is at the table waiting to come back in. New rule this year at Cuss, so 2-shot foul. He can't come in until after the first shot has been taken.
Alan Smith on the line. Rolls home the foul shot.
Number 10, Adrian Russo.
As Russo checks back into the ball game. 52.2 seconds left in the first. Alan Smith nails the second one. Portland lead down to 6. Philbrook brings it up, works off the screen. Still keeps the dribble, lays it up for 2, works his way all the way around the hoop there and gets it to go.
Yeah, nice penetration by Philbrook.
And the ball loose, picked up by Portland. Another turnover for Lawrence. And Pillsbury kills it off the glass. It's 19-9.
Lawrence will hold for 1 shot now.
Down by 10. Lawrence with the ball.
And will wait for about 8 seconds before they take it to the bench.
Kent goes in strong right down the throat. Still 8 seconds left on the clock.
A little too early, I'm sure.
Coach McGee did not look happy on the Lawrence bench, as now Portland throws it away with 2 seconds left.
Right, and again, you want to hold that situation, so you go at 8 seconds, so when you get rid of it, they can't get the ball and come back and have a score, and that's exactly what happened. They went too early.
Nice Baseball pass way up ahead and over the head. We've got a foul. It's going to go against Portland as Adam Waxman guilty of the little push-off in the back.
And that really helps Lawrence, because if that foul hadn't been called, Portland would have got the ball underneath their own basket with 2 seconds to go. The rule being if you throw it the length of the floor and no one touches it, it goes back to the way you threw it from out of bounds.
Emerton comes back into the ball game for Portland. Waxman sits down. Pass comes in. Funky shot from the corner by Smith. Doesn't go. 19-9. We're back in just a moment.
Well, in the first quarter, Lawrence is 3 for 12 with 8 turnovers. Portland was 8 for 12 with 5 turnovers.
Lawrence with the ball and another turnover. As they had the ball to start things here in the second period, down by 10. They give the ball back to Portland as Pillsbury, just inside the three-point line, hits.
Well, tough to guard Pillsbury. You play him too tight, he gets by. You play off, he's going to shoot the open jumper.
Pillsbury with 10 points. And we're just underway here in the second. Johnson gets it back out to Bolduc, into the hands of Underwood. Berard now lobs inside to Johnson. Johnson all alone, found himself some space.
Nice job by Lawrence to get the ball inside to Johnson. He had his man sealed very, very well.
6 now for Johnson on the night. Portland up by 10, 21-11. Pillsbury up front. Now they'll work it around perimeter. And we've got a whistle.
The foul's going to go on number 34 of Lawrence, Chris Knights.
Number 34, Chris Knights. That's his first.
That's the 4th team foul. Pillsbury turns around, shoots, doesn't go, and Berard the board.
Lawrence going to slow it down just a little bit now. Look to get the ball inside to Johnson.
Underwood across the top of the key, goes right side, lobs it up, doesn't go. Johnson the rebound, turns around, can't get it to fall. Tipped around, controlled by Portland.
Well, Emerton's come in and done a nice job on the boards for Portland.
6'5" junior getting it done for the Bulldogs. There's Pillsbury for 3 from the right side.
Well, Pillsbury's got a lot of tools, and he's living up to everything that people said about him and the expectations. He's come right through and done an outstanding job so far.
24-11. Now Underwood goes in. He is bumped by Russo.
That's going to be the 7th team foul on Portland. That'll put Lawrence on the foul line for 1-on-1.
Number 10, Anthony Russo. That's his second, team 7.
So Underwood will go to the line looking for his first point of the night.
Entering the game for Portland, number 14, Untitled Chapter.
They'll be shooting a 1-on-1 as that was the 7th team foul on Portland. So Lawrence now in the bonus. His first one is up and in, and he's on the board.
Well, right now, Pillsbury has 13 points.
6-foot senior, second one. No good. And it's Portland ball. Nearly lost out of bounds, but Emerton doing a nice job saving it and getting it in the hands of Pillsbury. Now it goes back to Philbrook.
And actually, Philbrook is the point guard, which allows Pillsbury to free himself up and become the shooting guard.
Ball comes off right side. Ayakoka Coleman has come into the ball game. Now it's Pillsbury. On him is Bolduc. Pillsbury down along the baseline. Gives it off to Weisberg. Can't get it to fall, and Johnson the rebound for Lawrence. Up ahead to Bolduc. Bolduc goes into the paint. Has it slapped out of his hands, and we've got a whistle. The foul against Emerton.
And that'll be a 2-shot foul.
44, John Emerton. That's his first. Team's 8.
Here's the pass from Underwood to court. There comes Bolduc, hesitation dribble into the lane. Emerton up and foul.
And Bolduc makes the first foul shot. 2 points for Bolduc. He leaves his second foul shot short. Johnson, the board, has it knocked out of his hands. And Iacoca Coleman comes up with a loose ball.
You can't put the ball in the paint in there like that with a crowd of Portland players. They got two quick hands.
Right side it comes to Coleman. Back out to Emerton. And Philbrook stopped up there by Berard. Inside they get it to Weisberg. Weisberg, the hop, the shot doesn't fall, and Johnson the rebound. 24-13, Lawrence down by 11. As Berard brings it across midcourt. Right side. Goes to Underwood. Berard gets it back. Neto on the left elbow. Down low. Bolduc can't get the layup to fall, but followed up. Johnson missed another close one inside. Lawrence having a tough time too close.
Well, they've had some easy shots that they really have struggled with.
Philbrook still with the dribble. Gets it to Emerton. His shot off the mark. Weisberg doing battle underneath. Weisberg comes up with the rebound and puts it in for Portland.
Yeah, Weisberg getting to the offensive board.
Strong rebound by Weisberg. Now Underwood dumps it off to Neto. Lays it in for two.
A nice penetration by Underwood. But down 11 points, Lawrence certainly can't slow it down too much now. They're going to have to play head-to-head with Portland.
Pillsbury with it on the point. Out it goes to Coleman. Pillsbury looking at heading to MCI prep next season.
And he certainly has Division I potential.
Coleman. We got a whistle. Foul is going to go on Berard of Lawrence.
But that's only the 15th foul on Lawrence, so there won't be any shots.
Timeouts. We'll take the break. We'll be back in a moment. 3:52 to play in the first half. 26-15. Ball just put into play is Portland with the lead and the ball. Comes right side, knocked out of bounds as Bolduc got a hand on it.
Right now, Bolduc has the tough job of guarding Pillsbury. And he's going to have to get some help.
Mike Brown coming back in for Coach Mike McGee as he replaces Berard out on the floor.
Portland playing with three guards now with Russo, Philbrook, and Pillsbury. Pillsbury
with the ball. Gets it to Weisberg. Weisberg hop move into the lane, and he gets it to go.
Full court pressure again now by Portland.
Johnson holds the ball over his head. He gives it up to Underwood as he works against Russo. Justin Underwood to Bolduc. Neto pops up. Gets it down low to Johnson. Johnson off balance shot. No good. Battle for. We've got a tie-up.
Here's the entry pass to Weisberg. Power move, jump stop, and the power layup. Nice move.
After that tie-up, it's Portland ball, alternating possession. 3 minutes to play here in the second period. As Russo pops out, takes the pass inside. Out front, they go back to Weisberg, and Portland seemingly going outside as well, and Coach Russo said he would do that.
Right, and that's a nice move because you got the balance of the outside shooters and the penetration of Pillsbury. Now you get the post-up players.
8 points for Weisberg.
Weisberg's come on strong here in the last 3 minutes.
Russo said if they get into a half-court game, that they will certainly work it inside out. Turned over, up ahead. Underwood didn't see it. Pillsbury, off-balance shot, no good. Weisberg there with the offensive rebound. He gives Portland a 17-point lead.
And Lawrence is asking for a timeout.
2:21 to play in the first half. We'll be back in just a moment. Just back here to the Vanguard Auditorium. Ball put into play a moment ago as Lawrence works against the pressure. Down by 17, 32-15. Captain T comes left side with it to Brown. Brown into the paint, pulls up the jumper. It is short. And Weisberg again for Portland, the rebound.
Well, Lawrence got to settle down a little bit and get some better shots. I'm sure Coach McGee would like to see some better shots.
Russo on the right side. The top it comes now to Waxman. Look inside of Weisberg again. Weisberg fakes the pass. Goes in for the shot, does not fall. Johnson the rebound.
Well, Johnson's 8th rebound.
Portland with 3 players getting ready to check in.
They have that 8-man rotation.
Teague stuffed up. Smith get out of the bucket. Gets it out front, but is picked off by Philbrook, who goes coast to coast, lays it in for 2. It's 34-15 Portland. Under a minute to play. Portland up by 19 here in the first half. Bolduc with it. Can't find anybody to get it to, so we'll take it into the lane himself. Now it gives to Johnson. Johnson the fake and draws the foul.
Yeah, that foul's going to be on number 20, Adam Waxman. Portland really can go deep. When they go with that 8-man rotation, they've got 3 strong players coming in. And they really don't lose a lot when they substitute.
Vuko Savdivek, Coleman, and Emerson getting ready to check in for Portland. Is Jed Johnson on the line.
Yeah, he's got 9 rebounds and 6 points now.
He makes the foul shot. There's Emerson, Coleman, and Vuko Savdivek coming in.
Number 14, I have Vuko Coleman. Number 34, Sanders Vuko.
We've got 5 substitutes and 1 coming in. It's mass substitution.
Johnson, second foul shot is in. Makes it 34-17, a 17-point ball game.
With Tyson Dostie, please report to the scorer's table, please. Tyson Dostie, please report to the scorer's table.
43.9 seconds remaining in the first half.
Well, we'll see if Portland goes down and waits for 1. If they slow it down, it'll be the first time they've done it so far in the ball game. And they are going to wait, and they're going to hold for 1. Unless they get a layup.
Coleman works against Berard, hands it off to Pillsbury. Now it is Philbrook. And the clock winds its way down to 20 seconds.
I'm sure they'll want the ball in Pillsbury's hands.
Clock now at 10. Pillsbury works against Bolduc, pulls up for the shot. He hits, and he's fouled. He'll go to the line.
Well, they had to guard against Pillsbury's penetration, and when you do that, it leaves him enough room to get up off the open jumper.
6.4 seconds left in the second period. And Pillsbury on the line to try to complete the 3-point play.
Yeah, he has 15 points going for his 16th right here.
And he gets it, and he gives Portland a 20-point lead.
And he's coming out with 6.4 seconds left.
Josh Longstaff comes into the ball game. As Lawrence trying to get off a shot. Bolduc off balance, doesn't go. That's a tie left.
And we've also got an injured player, number 22 for Lawrence. Smith. I think he turned his ankle a little bit there.
Well, he limps off the floor. It's 37-17 at the end of the first half. We'll be back in just a moment.
With the hefty lead at halftime by 20 points, 37-17. First game of the night. Gold ball handed out to the Mount Blue Cougars. They take care of a Lewiston team that had come in with an undefeated record, 78-61. Heather Ernest and Megan Woodcock were astounding as Mount Blue wins its first ever gold ball. Lawrence coming in here after a year out of the tournament. Mike McGee had brought his team in every year. And, you know, a couple of years ago was a tough decision for Coach Mike McGee. We asked him why he came back, or about coming back to the Lawrence program after almost leaving a couple of years ago.
But the emotions, I think, of the Coney game and the Bangor game was from, as my wife put it on the way home on the bus, probably the best career decision I ever made was to come back to Lawrence. I'd say 2 years ago I really wasn't coming back, and I took a long time. I talked to Coach Whitmore. I was going to go coach with him. So I think all the emotions were being happy that I made this decision. All the kids, when they knew or felt that I was going to get done, all of these kids came to my house. Some of them came with their parents asking me to stay. And I think those emotions all came out because it was the closest I've ever come to leaving Lawrence. And I think that's why it was such an emotional night, because 2 years ago I was at crossroads, personally and professionally. And I think, you know, as you hit 40, you know, you probably go through things like that. And I credit these kids with bringing me back and putting me back on the map and Lawrence back on the map. And it's because of the kids that I have. They're wonderful kids.
Well, he's going to have to get those Lawrence kids' emotion going again right now. They're 20 points down at halftime. We're back with more after this.
You're going to have to get the shots up, and let's take a look here at the stats. Portland is 16 for 26, and Lawrence is 5 for 22. Turnovers, a dozen for Lawrence and just 5 for Portland, and Portland had no turnovers in the second quarter.
So Portland getting it done, taking care of the ball and shooting it well. Lawrence will have to find a way to put the ball in the hoop.
Pillsbury did the attack with 16 points, and Weisberg has 10.
It is Underwood immediately, and he puts Lawrence on the board here in the second half. It's 37-19.
And Johnson leads Lawrence in scoring with 9 points and 9 rebounds.
Hilbert controls the ball out front. Right side with it now is Russo. Emerton, shot off the mark. Bolduc for Lawrence.
And Lawrence can't try to get this all back in one big bunch. They've got to get it back in a 2 points or 3 points or 1 point at a time.
Underwood with it out near midcourt. Right side, Berard looks inside to Johnson, can't get it to him. Back out it comes to Underwood. Underwood will pull up for the three. Bounces high off the back of the rim, and it's Emerton the rebound for Portland. Weisberg kicks it back out to Russo. The three, he hits.
Portland's still going to press.
40-19. As Berard works against pressure. 21-point lead now for the Bulldogs of Portland. And Berard in trouble. Gets it to Bolduc. Has it slapped away from behind, and Pillsbury the foul.
A reach-in foul by Pillsbury. That's probably the first thing he's done wrong tonight.
Pillsbury isn't convinced of that.
That's his second. Team's first of the second half.
He's certainly a strong candidate for Mr. Basketball.
Lawrence inbounding the ball to Underwood. The floater deflected, saved from going out of bounds by Johnson into the hands of Weisberg. Up ahead to Pillsbury. Down along the baseline. Kicks it back into the lane. Weisberg bats it around. Controls. Throws it up. No good. Johnson the rebound. No whistle. Blue ball. So Portland will get it back. Russo comes into Philbrook. Russo gets it back. Works against Underwood. Now Weisberg with it in the paint. Around the rim and no good. Weisberg gets it back, and we've got a foul on Lawrence.
Yeah, Weisberg right to the offensive board. Just his own shot. Stayed with it. Got the foul.
Weisberg has really been a force inside for Portland tonight.
Now he's good sized player, but he's also got real good quickness, and he gets to the basket real fast.
He had 16 points in the Western Maine final against South Portland.
And he has 10 so far in this ball game.
Make that 11 as he hits the first foul shot. 6:16 to play. Coach Mike McGee trying to solve the Portland puzzle. Foul shot off the back of the rim into the hands of Bolduc. Berard brings it up against Philbrook. Bolduc down low, pass to Johnson, waits for the defender on his back is Emerton.
Well, a good foul by Emerton, though, because Johnson had the easy layup.
Johnson never really had a chance to get the shot off.
That's his second.
And it's not going to be a shooting foul either. It's going to be on the baseline.
That's well a 22-point Portland lead. Largest of the game is Bolduc picks the inbound pass up off the hardwood. Gives it to Neto. Neto spins off the glass for two.
Yeah, nice move by Neto down the lane.
41-21.
Lawrence still straight man-to-man defense.
Philbrook. Check that. Pillsbury from the corner. Off-balance shot. Doesn't go. Underwood gets his hands on the ball, and we've got a whistle.
Yeah, that's going to be on Pillsbury.
So for Pillsbury, that is foul number 2.
Pillsbury, that's his third.
Make that 3.
Team's third.
Now Coach Russo have a decision to make. Do we leave Pillsbury in, or do we take him out?
It looks like the timeout right at the moment. 20-point lead for Portland. We're back in a moment. It is a 20-point Portland lead with 5:37 to play in the third period.
Well, we'll see what decision Coach Russo makes on whether he keeps Pillsbury in the ballgame with those 3 fouls.
Pillsbury just picked up his third, and he does indeed come back out onto the floors.
Well, we'll see if Lawrence goes right at him now. Chance to get him in real deep foul trouble next trip down the court for Lawrence.
Baseball pass up ahead. It is Underwood around the rim and in.
A nice long pass by Johnson.
41-23.
We'll see now if Lawrence goes...
Philbrook leaves it for Alvin Weisberg, and he is going to hit from there.
Lawrence using the long pass again.
And now it's Baldock. And we've got a goaltender.
Yeah, right. Good call. Not basket interference, but goaltending. Here's Philbrook now. Penetration between the leg dribble. Drives the baseline. Drops the pass off to Weisberg. He powers into the lane for the easy layup.
They gave him 13 on the night. It's Pillsbury off the right side. Draws the whistle.
Yeah, foul on Boulder.
Foul number 10, Nick Philbrook. That's his second.
Portland will put the ball into play in front of their own bench. Russo passes into Philbrook. Chris Philbrook, a senior. Portland starts 5 seniors. The ball is stripped. There's Neto going to hang on it.
We'll see now if Lawrence goes after Pillsbury.
Berard drops it down low to Bolduc. Fake and the foul.
That's going to be the 4th team foul on Portland. And it's a shooting foul.
Sandro Vukosavljevic from Bosnia has been in Portland for 4 or 5 years now. Bolduc hits the foul shot.
And this is the way Lawrence can get back into the ballgame with a clock stop. Portland certainly doesn't want to foul with the lead this way.
Bolduc nails both of them. Makes it 43-27.
Well, Lawrence got it down to 16 now after trailing by, what, 22?
22, the largest lead for Portland. And we've got the player control foul. Is Philbrook guilty of the foul, sending Berard to the floor.
Well, nice defense by Berard. Here's for Philbrook now. Penetration. Dribbles by, tries to get by. Pushes off, though, and there's the player control foul.
That forearm coming up away from the body is kind of a dead giveaway. Desperation pass up into Johnson. Gets it to Bolduc. Bolduc off the left side. Can't go. Johnson tries to tip it up. Keeps it alive. Out front it comes to Underwood. The 3 is in.
Oh, wow, Lawrence. That's the lead to 13.
And Justin Underwood emotionally charged, and that gets the Lawrence Bulldog crowd up and hollering. And a Portland turnover, a rare Portland turnover, and this could be the thing that Coach Joseph Russo was concerned about.
Well, that's the 3rd turnover of the quarter for Portland. They went the 2nd quarter without any. Here's Underwood now, wide open for the 3, and nothing but net.
We'll be back to the Bangor Auditorium in just a moment. Lawrence Bulldogs able to cut that lead to 13, 43-30 after being down by 22
And that's an 11-3 run now for Lawrence.
Four minutes to play here in the third.
Portland will still press full court.
Trouble getting the ball in. It comes in and over the head of Underwood, and Underwood with the foul.
And that's a good foul by Underwood. In a situation like that, either let him go and score or foul him so he can't score. And it was a hard foul, but it was a good foul. Nothing wrong with that at all.
Right, Pillsbury was all alone in a certain two, except for Underwood. And Underwood goes over to shake his hands, let him know that no harm intended. 16 points on the night thus far for the man on the line, Robert Pillsbury.
Well, that's his first point of the second half. He had 16 at the half.
That's one is up and in as well. 45-30. Underwood between the defenders. He'll take it in himself. It goes off, and he's fouled. Off the glass for two.
Basket is good. Nice play by Underwood. Penetration all the way down the lane to lay it in with a foul.
He'll go to the line to try to complete the three-point play.
At the line shooting number 12, Justin Underwood.
That's 9 points for Underwood here in the third quarter. He only had one at the half.
That gives him 11 on the night. And it's 33-45.
And this is the closest Lawrence has been for a long time.
The lead is down to 12. Russo with it on the point. Pass comes off left side to Philbrook. They work it inside. Now to Weisberg. Puts it in for two, and he goes heels overhead as he goes to the floor.
Nice play by Portland, though. Good penetration to the lane and dropped it off to Weisberg.
15 for Weisberg. And a whistle away from the ball.
Now we got an illegal screen on Lawrence. Let's take a look here now. Here comes the pass now to Waxman. He dishes off. In comes Weisberg in the air for the layup.
Chris Knight has come into the ball game for Lawrence.
And that's Lawrence's 15th turnover now. They have 15 turnovers. That offensive foul up, blocking foul counts as a turnover.
3:16 to play here in the third. The three by Pillsbury. He goes to the floor. The rebound by Weisberg, and he's fouled. Well, again, it's Weisberg underneath getting it done for Portland.
Right. Pillsbury missed the outside, and Weisberg is missed the inside. Sounds like the old Army football team. What was it, Blanchard and Davis? Missed the inside and missed the outside.
Weisberg will go to the line to take the foul shots. He'll be shooting two. The foul was on Chris Knight. That was his second. 15 points and 7 rebounds for Weisberg. Coming into the ball game for Lawrence is Matt Clement. As Chris Knight goes to the bench. Weisberg hits the second one. It's 49-33.
And Portland will press again.
Now Berard brings it up. Right side he goes to Underwood. Underwood goes to work, puts the ball to the floor, goes down on the baseline, can't get it to fall. Bounced around on the floor before being picked up by a Waxman for Portland. Now Pillsbury does a great job of keeping the dribble. Working around the horn, goes down low. Waxman can't get it done. Ball loose, tipped around, still batted around. Thrown out of bounds, it'll be Lawrence ball.
Russo did a good job. He was really trapped. I think he was trying to call a timeout, but he couldn't get his hands together because he had the ball in his hands.
Ended up throwing it out of bounds. It'll give it back to Lawrence. And 2.5 minutes to play here in the third period. Left side to Bolden. Lobbed into Johnson. Johnson receives the pass off the glass. Can't get it to go. Weisberg again, another rebound. Philbrook pulls it out. Hands off to Pillsbury. On him is Boulder. Pillsbury.
Nice penetration.
Gets it down to Waxman. He gets it to go, and he's fouled.
But Pillsbury made that play with his penetration. Out front, he made a little fake with his right shoulder, turned around, spun down the lane, and here comes the penetration. There's the fake. Here's the penetration into the lane. There's the pass to Waxman. Johnson comes over and fouls him. The basket's good, but he's going to shoot a foul.
A foul on Matt Clement is first, the 6th team foul. Johnson goes to the bench for Coach Mike McGee.
Number 20.
Smith is checking into the ball game. John Kent is coming in for Lawrence. Iacocca Coleman for Portland. You see there.
And Pillsbury is going to get his first rest.
Number 20.
Pillsbury goes to the bench. Waxman on the line. Off with the foul shot. Sneaking in is Coleman. A nice job by Iacocca Coleman keeping that ball alive. And it is Weisberg. Gets the shot to fall. He draws the foul.
It's a nice move by Weisberg. He drove from the baseline side to the basket and got fouled.
Weisberg will go to the line again to try to complete the three-point play.
At the line for number 30, Ivan Weisberg.
19 points, 8 rebounds. And again, he missed the three-point play, but Emerton gets the rebound and rolls it home.
Well, everything going right for Portland now.
And the lead back up to 22 after Lawrence had cut it to 12. Now it is Underwood, goes in, goes to the floor, shot doesn't go. We've got a tie-up between Clements and Weisberg. And the ball goes back to Portland. Minute 28 to play here in the third period. And Portland, again, stretching that lead back out to 22. That matches the largest of the game for the Bulldogs. Off the foot of Russo on the floor. Russo goes diving to the floor, and we've got a tie-up.
The possession error goes to Lawrence.
As Kent and Russo both diving onto the floor. And you see Coach Joe Russo looking on from the Portland bench. Minute 4 to play in the third. Pass comes in to Justin Underwood. Coleman. The three by Underwood doesn't fall. Clement battles for it, gets it, goes up strong, off the glass, and he'll go to the line.
A nice move by Clement on the offensive board. .6'5" junior Matt Clement coming in off the bench, and will go to the line to try to make it 3. Well, Lawrence did a nice job to get the thing down to 12, but sometimes when you get so far down, you work so hard to get back, and then you just run out of gas.
As Clement nails the foul shot. See if they have anything left in the tank here as we approach the end of the third period. They have enough to make another run at Portland.
See if Portland's going to wait for one shot. No, guess not.
Emerton stopped on the baseline, kicks it back out front. They may now, as they hand off to Coleman. Iacocca Coleman now gives it off to Richard Dorney, who's seeing his first action of the game. Philbrook to Dorney. Back out to Philbrook. Off down to 13 seconds. Coleman spins on Smith. Kicks it to Emerton. The ball is loose and Lawrence recovers. Time remaining on the clock. 5 seconds. Underwood lays it up. Doesn't fall. Loose. Picked up by Teague. Off the glass. 2. It is a 2-point shot off the glass, and it counts. We'll be back to the Bangor Auditorium for the fourth period in just a moment. Minutes of basketball left to play here at the Bangor Auditorium. Portland up 55-38. 17-point lead. They had it up to 22, and Lawrence whittling it down to 12. And 1 point in the third. Weisberg with it way out high. And a whistle, a foul, will go on Matt Clement.
That's going to be another bonus shot now. That's the 18th foul on Lawrence. Puts Waxman on the foul line.
Matt Clement, that's his second.
Waxman on the line.
At the line.
6'4" senior.
Adam Waxman.
Portland coming into the game undefeated. 21-0.
Portland's last state championship was in 1986, and it was against this very Lawrence team. And they won that game 58-52. Lawrence has had state championships in 1994 and 1990 in the 90s.
If I'm not mistaken, 86 was Coach Mike McGee's first year at Lawrence High School.
That's like 14 years ago. That's yeah, almost 14. Well, just about 14 years ago.
Waxman missed the foul shot. 57-38. Lead back up to 19 for Portland. Lawrence looking to make another run. Underwood off the mark with the three. Johnson, weak side rebound, turns around and draws the foul.
Well, the foul will be on Weisberg. It's the 18th foul now on Portland, and it'll be a shooting foul, be 2 shots, I think.
Foul number 40, Alvin Weisberg. That's his second.
Johnson will go to the line to shoot 2.
At the line for Lawrence, number 32, Jed Johnson. 2 shots.
Johnson, you see, with 8 points tonight.
Well, Portland's done a good job on him because they have the size to match up with him.
They had a great regional tournament. 14 points against Bangor in the final, 20 points against Coney in the semis, and 26 against Hamden.
And he also has 10 rebounds tonight.
He had 13 of those against Hamden and 18 against Coney in the semis. Missed this foul shot again. Score remains at 57-38. Waxman has it knocked loose, tracks it down in the corner, gives it up to Russo. Back out front to Philbrook. Portland will set it up again.
Yeah, they're in no hurry now. Portland will take a little time off the clock.
Pillsbury pulls up, good jumper, around the rim and no good. Berard comes down with it for Lawrence, dribbles between the defenders, keeps the dribble, now picks it up and needs some help. Gives it to Underwood. Underwood right down the lane, we've got a whistle. Foul is going to be on Portland.
Yeah, I think that's going to go on Waxman.
It is indeed.
Here's Underwood now, penetration right down the lane, and Waxman goes over and blocks. And he'll go to the line for...
20, Adam Waxman. That's his 4th foul. Team's 9.
It's going to be a
Entering the game.
1-on-1.
Forward, number 34, Sanders.
I try not to guess who the fouls are against, unless I'm really sure, because I got a friend, Charlie, who's recovering at Eastern Maine Medical Center after some surgery, and he reminds me every time I make a mistake on air. And he told me he'd be watching and will critique me tomorrow.
Okay.
Underwood, the foul shot, makes it 57-39.
It's 12 points for Underwood.
Give him 13 as the second foul shot settles in. And it cuts the Portland lead to 17. Pillsbury, the baseline, gets it into Vukosalviovic, can't get it to fall. Shot put up and missed and finally tipped up.
Russo with a tip in.
Russo the basket.
And they're going to have a foul on Philbrook. And that'll be...
Foul run number 4, Chris Philbrook. That's his second.
That's going to be the 10th team foul on Portland, so we're into the bonus now. That'll be 2 shots now for Barat.
Foul on Philbrook, his second foul.
Coach Russo up coaching hard, looking at a 19-point lead with 6:32 to go in the
At the line for
fourth.
Lawrence, number 12, Justin Underwood.
For a moment, I thought Coach Russo was going to bite that towel. Out of the talk, the Shark, Terry Tarkanian.
Number 42, Mike Brown, and number 52, Randy.
Neto comes into the ball game. Mike Brown is also into the ball game for Coach Mike McGee of the Lawrence Bulldogs. Underwood on the line. He hits. 59-41. Russo takes it to the foul line, left elbow, and he is fouled. Underwood got a piece of him. That'll send Russo to the line to shoot a couple.
And that's a 19 foul on Lawrence, so one more will be shooting the bonus for them, although he's got a bonus now because it's a two-shot foul in the act of shooting.
And that is the third foul on Justin Underwood.
Well, Portland can, with Russo and Pillsbury and Philbrick, it really gives them a foul shot is good. Gives them a great weapon because Philbrick out front brings the ball up, sets up the plays, and they run the screens off for Pillsbury and for Russo.
Anthony Russo misses the second foul shot. Weisberg, the offensive rebound, and turns around and puts it in for Portland.
A real good hustle play by Weisberg. He came across the lane from the other side to get that rebound.
They get it into Bolduc, up ahead to Neto. Neto stops up on the left block, doesn't go. Tapped up by Johnson, still no good. Johnson again rolls it home.
Yeah, nice job by Johnson, stayed right with it.
Portland lead back down to 19, 62-43. 5:46 to play. You get a foul on Justin Underwood. That'll be his fourth foul.
Lawrence players huddling up.
Number 12, Justin Underwood. That's his fourth. Team's 10.
Fourth foul on Underwood.
That puts Russo on the line for two shots.
Both teams in the double bonus now.
Russo, two shots.
With 5:45 to play.
Well, it was real tough right from the get-go because Portland came out real quick, answered the question about whether or not the crowd would, in the loud environment, the soul was going to bother them. And they really have missed the foul shot. They really haven't looked back.
Indeed, they haven't. Lawrence able to cut the lead to 12 at one point in the third, but then Portland again pouring it on, now lead by 20 again.
And again, Portland's going to press full court.
Pass up ahead, Weisberg intercepts. Weisberg to Russo, back to Weisberg. Russo gets it back, lost the handle momentarily, now gives it up to Pillsbury. Right out on him is Bolduc. Pillsbury works his way around, off the glass, can't get it to fall, followed up again. Vuko Savjelovic getting it hard, done.
Nice penetration on the baseline by Pillsbury, another hesitation move.
65-43, and it is Portland ball.
Let's take a look at that last move. Here comes Pillsbury now, down the left side. Hesitation, stops and drives the baseline. Up for the layup, misses a layup, off from the other side, offensive rebound, put back, basket's good.
Pillsbury, such a nice job of keeping that dribble. He can change directions in a heartbeat. As he gets the ball out front. Again, doesn't give it up, goes into the backcourt. He saves it from going into the backcourt. Nice play by Pillsbury. And a double dribble on Vuko Savjelovic.
Nice play by Pillsbury, though, because he knew it was going to be backcourt because it went off his leg.
Lawrence gets it into Underwood. Underwood changing directions into the paint. Hits the jumper.
Yeah, tough play. Good job by Underwood.
Portland by 20. 4.5 to play. Pass off the leg of Lawrence. Looks like it went off Neto. It'll be Portland ball. Mike Brown gets the ball from Vuko Savjelovic. Brown, the shot is short. And Philbrick pushing it up in a hurry. Gets it left side. Russo lays it in.
Yeah, nice penetration by Philbrick. Nice assist.
67-45. Portland lead back up to 22, matching the largest of the game. Right side to Brown. Into the paint. His jumper off the glass doesn't go. Johnson had the board and is fouled by Weisberg.
Here's that last play now. Philbrick with a cross-court pass. on the baseline. There goes Russo for the layup. Nice assist by Philbrook.
Team is over the limit.
The foul on Weisberg is his third. That'll send Jed Johnson to the line. He'll shoot 2. Again, both teams in the double bonus. Just under 4 minutes to play. Johnson's first foul shot. He leaves it short.
Entering the game for number 44.
12 points and 14 rebounds on the night thus far for Johnson.
And Weisberg was out with his third foul and gets a big congratulatory applause from his teammates on the bench.
Johnson on the line for his second one. Buries this one and makes it 67-46. We've got 4 players for Lawrence getting ready to check in. This pass goes down low. And reverse layup by Pillsbury. 46-69. 23-point lead, the largest by Portland tonight. Right side it goes to Brown. The fake tries to get it down to Johnson. It is knocked away. Vuko Savljevec gets it and gives it up to Pillsbury. Pillsbury knocked to the floor. Russo recovering the ball. And a foul on Brown.
Yeah, because every foul now is going to be 2 shots.
Foul on number 42, Mike Brown. That's his second. Team is over the limit.
Well, we're going to have 5 substitutes coming in here for Lawrence.
At the line for Portland. Shooting 2, number 4.
Philbrook now with a dribble outside. There's the pass inside. Pillsbury. Pillsbury drives the baseline, curls over, uses the basket to block off the defender for the nice reverse layup.
Nice job using his body to keep Johnson away from the ball.
Entering the game.
And now 5 substitutions coming in.
Number 14, Josh Farad. Number 20,
for Coach Mike McGee.
Number 30, Corey Pelletier. Number 24,
Underwood and
number 50.
Mulder, Neto, Johnson, all head to the bench. 6 points and 6 assists on the night for the man at the line, and that is Philbrook, as he misses the foul shot. Picked up by Vuko Savljevec, and he gets it home.
And now it's the biggest lead of the ball game for Portland.
76, I think that's a 71-46. Ball tapped away inside. Vuko Savljevec has it knocked away from behind, picked up by Pillsbury, and he is fouled.
The foul's going to be on number 20 of Lawrence. Yeah, John Kent.
Kent into the ball game. Chris Knight's back into the ball game. Also in for Lawrence is Corey Pelletier.
That's his first. Team's over the limit.
Matt Clement out on the floor as well, and Berard back in there. 20 points on the night for Pillsbury. And they'll be on the line to shoot a couple more. 21.
Entering the game for Portland, number 12, Richard. Sorry, number 14,
Ayakoka Coleman is coming into the ball game as he replaces Philbrook.
Number 5, Josh Longstaff.
And Longstaff is back into the ball game, taking the place of Russo out on the floor. See Philbrook and Russo with Coach Joe Russo as the foul shot was made. He gets 22 points for Pillsbury. Berard works off the pick, gives it to Clement. Clement in for 2.
A nice screen roll by Berard and Clement.
73-48. 2.5 minutes to play. Ayakoka Coleman brings it up as he works against Corey Pelletier. Vuko Savljevec saves it from going out of bounds into the hands of Berard. Berard right down the throat, has it knocked away by Emerton in the rejection. Baseball pass up ahead, and Sandro Vuko Savljevec almost took our cameraman right out.
Number 22, John Fleshner, and number 24, Clinton Cora. Come for Lawrence, number 24, Todd MacArthur, number 44,
Todd MacArthur and Justin Roderick coming into the ball game for Lawrence. And Quentin Porter has checked in for Portland, as has Richard Dorney. Into the lane. Off the glass and in. John Kent puts it home with 1:55 to play.
And Portland stepped over the end lines with the violation, and Lawrence will get it right back.
John Fleshner has also come into the ball game for Portland. We'll try to get them all in for you. Knight gets it out. The three is in. Corey Pelletier, 5'10" junior, comes in and nails the three. Coleman against Kent. They both go to the floor. The shot is put up and missed by Fleshner. And Kent with the ball for Lawrence. Kent losing it. Coleman picks it up. Tries to get it to Longstaff, but it's off Longstaff. It'll be Lawrence ball.
Remain off the court at the conclusion of the game. Let the fans to remain in the stands at the conclusion of the game. Please stay off the court.
Into the corner. Pelletier misses the long one. Now Knight into the lane. Around the rim, no good. And a foul underneath. And I believe it's going to be against Justin Roderick. 44.
Number 44. And that is going to be Justin Roderick. You got it.
Number 44, Justin Roderick. That's his.
So we'll walk it down the other end. Portland up by 20 here with a little over a minute to go.
At the line,
on the line for Portland, Richard Dorney. A sophomore, 5'10". Off the back of the rim. No good. Off the back of the rim again. Consistent. And a whistle, and it's going to be a foul. So on the line for Lawrence will be Todd MacArthur.
at the line for Lawrence, number 24, Todd MacArthur.
Foul shot is missed by number 24 of Lawrence. It's Todd MacArthur.
Three more subs coming into the ball game now for Portland, as Johan Sabit has come in. Giordano is coming to the ball game as well, Joe Giordano. And it's Lawrence basketball as Kent brings it up. He'll take the three off the mark. Rebound by Sabit. Giordano now gets it to Dorney. Collision out near midcourt, and we've got a foul on Kent, and that'll send Dorney to the line.
Oh, number 20, John Kent, that's his second. At the line for Portland, number 12, Richard Dorney.
Well, Portland, 36.5 seconds away from claiming their first state title since 1986.
Yes, and prior to 86, the last one they had was in 1950.
Dorney on the line for the second one. It's up and in. 75-54. MacArthur takes it off left side now. Pelletier. Iarker is up and in.
Corey Pelletier.
Pelletier's got himself, I think, 5 points on the night. Longstaff has it taken away by MacArthur. They'll push it up. Dumps it off. Kent knocked out of bounds by Dorney. Portland fans getting ready to celebrate here at the Bangor Auditorium with 8.3 seconds left. And not before we have another foul. with 4.1 left in the clock. John Kent will go to the line to shoot.
The foul will be on Johan Sabbath.
That's his second.
Put it on the clock against Longstaff. Foul shot is in by Kent. He makes them both as that one settles in, 75-58. Pass up ahead, Giordano lays it up for two. And Portland wins the Class A Boys State Championship, 77-58. As they try to get through the tables there to get to their fans, as they celebrate their first state championship since 1986. See Robert Pillsbury there, reaching out into the crowd. I'm very happy. Pillsbury is the Bulldogs of Portland defeating Lawrence 77-58 as they try to upright the tables. Actually, they're just going to set it up on its edge and say, good enough. I'm not sure what that was. A dance of some sort. I wouldn't put a name to it myself.
Well, Portland had an outstanding ball game.